All right, we're back. Hello. Yeah, Jesus Christ. Rest in peace. It crashed when I put the picture on there. It crashed. What can I say? Is it going to crash again? I'm terrified now that it's going to crash again. No, it didn't crash again. There we go. All right, there you go. So that's what it looks like, guys. There we go. Yeah, press F to revive the stream. All right. Yeah, so I was saying this is why people have libraries to look like they're more sophisticated than they actually are. Yeah, Japan DDoS. So that's the Hibiki. Yeah, and I guess it's got 24 facets on the bottle. Yeah, you have to refresh the stream, guys. Sorry, you have to refresh. Hopefully people actually do. I guess I'll just keep going, even though... I mean, usually when I watch a stream and someone's stream crashes, I always forget to press F5. WP absorbed Lazarus's facet into the bottle. Maybe, yeah. I need to, like, preheat the oven for when the stream's done. I'm hungry. I'm really hungry. I'm going to put some chicken in or something. But yeah, so this is the bottle. It's really weird, isn't it? It's got, like, one of those different kind of stoppers on the top as a lid. So, Japanese Harmony, a meticulous blend of select finest whiskies. So I'm quite interested in this because, again, we've been doing it like by region, and the fact that this is many different distilleries, whiskies all combined together, it's kind of nice. It means we'll get a real taste of Japan, right? In general, I don't know whether that's right, but we'll see. The bottle looks like medicine. It does, doesn't it? The Tullamore Dew one looks like old like cough syrup as well. Can you imagine from like the early 20s? Cook with the drink. What, just splash? Can you cook with whiskey? Is that a thing? Yeah, full permission to spend the 50 quid. Wait, what? Oh, the 50 quid from earlier, really? On a cabinet? I don't know whether that's worthwhile. I need toilet paper, guys, and food and things. I need actual livelihood stuff. Welcome, Calvi Silverfoot. Welcome, Protoss Boss. Hey, WP, stay strong. Episode 4 was amazing. The fight with you-know-who was actually challenging. Yeah, I heard that a lot. I heard people were whining about that. Again, Corteria needs to improve things because I face-rolled my way through that. And clearly there's a big skill discrepancy between people. And clearly the devs don't know how to balance their personal story instances because they've got no idea what the skill level of the player base is at. All right, here we go. So, Hibiki, the last of the 4, guys. I'm pretty excited about this one. This should be really cool. Ice or no ice? Once again, let's hear what you guys think. Ooh. Oh yeah, we can't. Wait, hold on. Let me actually turn the game on now. Now that we're in EU. Ice or no ice, guys? It's up to you. The code is going to be 55. Hope you got that light bulb, WP. Actually, my light just went out today, and I need a new one for the salt lamp, like I said. Are you going to post a full lore video? I know people have been asking for it. I will. It's just people are going to have to wait. There's a lot of stuff that I need to put up about it. All right, what have we got here? Whoa, 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 the spam. Oh, my God. All right, 55 was the code I gave, correct? Look at you guys. Look at you chancers early on. Look at this. Look at this. Bud Quaggan with a 42 on there. Look at him again with 37. I see what you're doing there, dude. It's not going to work. The code was 55, and I think the first person to get it was Abyss Ghost, who said ice for 55. No ice, just a little bit of water to open up the whiskey. What does that mean? Open up the whiskey. I don't really understand that. All right, anyway, so we're on EU now. In we go. I'm still going to play on my Thief. I like my Thief. It's over, guys. You missed it. We're getting ice. Which, honestly, I wouldn't have chosen myself, but okay. All right, there we go. We got it. This feels... I'm a bit scared to pour this because it's such a chunky bottle. Like, it's a huge bottle. Like, wide. Okay, we're going to open it up. Here we go. You guys hear that? All right, so let's talk about this. This is probably the fanciest cork we've had so far. It's like one of those very dark-looking ones. The alcohol's already on my fingers, and you can feel kind of it... you know how it feels to have, like, alcohol on your fingers. Okay, so to smell it, I don't know, guys. I don't know what this is. I just don't have a developed palate for this stuff. It's it just smells. The only one that smelled. No, I don't know. The Glengoyne did as well. There's nothing discernible that I can pick out of this. It's just a bottle of whiskey. That's what it smells like. All right, here we go. Just a little bit onto the ice there. Okay, so in terms of the color, I actually think this is a lot less gold than some of the other browns that we've drank tonight. It looks very very light. Very light indeed. All right, here we go. I'm gonna get worse. How many facets can I name? What, of Guild Wars? Does anyone else think ArenaNet should hire WP as Colin's replacement as game director? That would be a terrible idea. Listen, my personal desires for this game are not in line with your average player. They're not. I would do a lot of things that that probably aren't what Guild Wars is trying to be honest. And that's why I've got my mind very much open for other franchises at this point. It's not that I dislike my time in this game. It's just that there are certain itches in my brain that I look for elsewhere. Hey, WP, given that they still have to add 12 weapons, how do you think they'll manage it? It's not 12, is it? Are you including the underwater ones? It's just 9, isn't it? It's cool that WP does regular whiskey reviews in addition to his Guild Wars 2 streams. It really paints him as a multifaceted individual. That's got some copy pasta friggin' potential there. All right, here we go. So we're going to try it. The Hibiki. Here we go. Down the hatch. Oh, this does taste different. This does taste different. What does it taste like? What did they say I should be tasting? Sweetness and honey and all that. They're right. It does have a long finish. They're right. I understand that. It does. Basically, what happens with this, guys, just for everyone like me who knows shit all about this stuff, right? You're going to drink it, and then you're going to feel it hit, like, the back of your throat once it's over, right? Once it's out of your mouth, once you've actually swallowed it. And then that's the finish, right? As far as I understand. And that actually lingers for quite a long time. Like, it's on your breath. It's like, it's the bit that will send chills up your spine or whatever. And this one isn't very, it's the kick, right? It's not very strong necessarily, but it does last a while. It does last a while. The rest of it, though, I don't know. I'm not detecting enough. This is very curious to me. I don't think I'd ever... Listen, alright, so this is the 4th one now. Let me try some more. Hold on. Can the person for the Ura story mode whisper me again, please? There's not enough that I can discern that's different. It just tastes like whiskey to me, guys. It just tastes like whiskey. I don't know whether this is just because I'm not experienced enough with this or whatever. I don't know whether it's because we had ice for the last 2. But I'll tell you this, okay? To sum up my feelings on all of this, the Tullamore Dew, the Hibiki, the Glen... Those 2 specifically, I probably wouldn't ever go out of my way to buy again. I don't taste enough of a difference. I don't think that matters. I feel like a lot of the experience is just, oh, I've got something fancy in my hands. However, if I really wanted something very strong and something with a kick, I probably would go with the Glengoyne 15 years again. I probably would take that. That's pretty cool. And I think that the tastiest one, probably one of the best whiskies I've ever tasted, is the Penderyn. I really like this Welsh stuff. I think this was really good. I'll try it again in a minute. That original bottle. But I think that's, to sum it up, that's how it all ends, really. Is the chat overlay flickering? It's not the chat overlay, it's the actual game itself. Which can be very weird sometimes. There you go, we've stopped it. How would I rate this out of 10? Oh, I don't know. I don't even know what a 10 is. If Penderyn is a 10, Glengoyne is like an 8.5, Tullamore Dew and Hibiki are like 6s. Yeah, oh my god, people are copy pasting it now. You got to water it down to subtler tastes if you're a newbie drinker. Really? Do you think that that's it? It's not that I've never really have... Okay, I messed up. I'm not at a raw story mode, but I'm at Stealing Light, so sorry. I hope that there was another person. Okay, the guy who said that he had a raw story mode doesn't have a raw story mode. Does anybody else have storyline? The Nissian says, hey WP, just wanted to drop a line saying how well formed your opinions on the radar drama lately. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much, the Nissian. I really appreciate that. I'm glad that you don't want to unsubscribe and, you know, run away and be upset with me over that. That's very cool. Thank you. An absinthe stream. I actually, absinthe is illegal in this country. And I've actually been abroad with friends where we've basically smuggled it back through customs. Like very, very tiny ass little bottles. Very tiny little bottles. And we made jelly out of it. Absinthe jelly. That's pretty cool. You do have a raw story mode, but you have to go back to NA. Shit. I have story mode. Z says I have it. Except, is he EU? You have Twitch copy pasta now. You're officially esports. Wow. WP is going to go off when the whiskey hits. We just got to get the rant. No, look, I'm not going to rant. I'm a happy man. I'm happy. I enjoy myself. Life isn't hard. It's just a video game, all right? I mean, people... No, I'm not even gonna joke about it in a wry way. I'm not even gonna joke about it in a wry way. I'm not even gonna do that. People have their opinions. You know, there is one thing I'll say, right? Whenever there's a heated discussion about anything in the world, politics, whatever the hell you want, even if it's something as stupid as a video game, right? The one thing I hate, and this appears in this Reddit thread, right? The one thing that I really detest, and I've got to say this, and these people are trying to be mediators, and they're trying to be nice, and they're trying to facilitate pleasantry, right? But I hate it, okay? Is you always get people who come in and they're like, opinions are just opinions, it's totally fine. Opinions are opinions, don't worry. In the end, we all have opinions. It's like, what? That doesn't mean anything. You can't just boil down, oh, everyone has an opinion and act like everyone's opinion is equal when one clearly is built on a lot more logic and sense and one comes from a more informed background and one is clearly based on more facts than the other. You can't just dilute this perspective that, oh, in a discussion, people have opinions and everyone's entitled to them and all opinions are equal. Not all opinions are equal. That really winds me up. That really, really, really winds me up. I'll say it again, loud and clear. Not all opinions are equal, all right? I know that people will hate me for saying that, but it's true. You don't compare a scientist's opinion when you're delivering news about something. Dario Brian does an amazing stand-up bit about this. You don't compare a scientist's opinion on global warming with a guy that dropped out of school when he's 12 and act like they both have the same weight in a conversation. You don't do that. Opinions aren't just opinions. It's not, oh, we all have opinions. We all have an idea. You have to actually look at the quality of what someone is saying. That's the whole point. When you do that, I know you're just trying to stop people being angry with each other. And I know you're trying to, like, get rid of... It's conflict avoidance to you or whatever. But it doesn't service the conversation. You don't live in a happy little world where everyone's la-dee-da-dee-da, oh, we're all equal. No, we're not. That's why discussion happens, to look at the merits of what people are saying. It really frustrates me. And that happens a few times in this. It can be a conversation about anything, literally anything in the world. There's always someone that offers this amazing insight. It's not an insight. It's not just opinions are opinions. We'll agree to disagree. No. Engage your brain. Be logical about something for a second. And again, please don't... my comments here are not saying that people who disagree with me are illogical or whatever. It's not that. I'm just talking about this general perspective. Okay, now the second person doesn't have it. All right, we have to go back to NA. This is ridiculous, guys. This is ridiculous. Thank you to the EU deceivers that screwed us up here. We have to go back to NA. It takes a while for these transfers to go through, by the way, guys. So, let's do this. Let's swap back. Yeah, I know. I'm a happy man. I'm sorry. I'm not going to rant. I'm not going to rant. People can read the exact same stuff and form another opinion on what they read, so it's not that black and white, mate. No, you're the one being black and white. To suggest that in a discussion, any discussion that you give about anything, right? To suggest that all parties to that conversation have the exact same experience and information, is black and white, is foolhardy, is boiling it down to too basic of an idea. It's very rare, if ever, you will have a discussion between two different people where they have the exact same life experience and exact same understanding of the topic. That is the essence of what these discussions come from, that people have different information to bring to the table. And the point of a discussion is to understand each other's new information that they're bringing there, not just throw it under the rug and say, oh, well, my opinion is just as valid as yours because everyone's opinion is just an opinion. That's wrong. That's the black and white perspective. You need to engage and understand that there's new information out there, things that you haven't heard before you came to the table. That's what's important. I do not agree that most conversations in this world between different human beings come from a starting point where everyone has the exact same information, they've just interpreted it differently. I would say that is the minority of times. It's a cop-out. To just say, oh, everyone has different opinions is a cop-out. A table full of food is better than a table full of opinions. It's true. I'm going to stop, guys. I'm sorry. I'm actually dragging this down a little bit. I'm sorry. It's okay, then I'm in the same boat as you are. Thanks for the clarification. Okay, sorry. I sound so angry sometimes. So angry. All right, come on. We gotta... It's funny. The second we left the map, people didn't want to watch anymore. Maybe we should go back to the map. Maybe this was all a stupid idea. This probably was a stupid idea. All opinions are equal when it comes to expressing them. Interpretation is another matter. It's personal and subjective. I think that's a reasonable thing to say. Spread the love and the gold. You really want to try it since you played the original Guild Wars? Cabish12, really? You're on this stream and you haven't played Guild Wars 2, but you did play Guild Wars 1. I'm not going to rant. Honestly, I'm not. I'm sorry to everyone. I don't want to be this guy. I don't want to do that. Here we go. All right, we're going to do our story mode. Oh my god, the copy-paste. All right, okay. Somebody who has it on NA, please, for the love of God, whisper me. Please, let's do it. Let's get in the game. Let's actually play. This has been a bad stream. I don't care what you guys say. This has been a stupid stream. Regular whiskey reviews. It's so stupid. Regular, yeah. I'm going to pour another thing of the Pender in and see whether my opinions on it are just blown out of control. Let's see. All right, here we go. All right, Iria the Wolf says I have it. And yet I can't invite myself into his party. Join Ira the Wolf. There we go. There we go. All right, join on, guys. Join on, join on, join on. If you want to play, come play. Yeah, the Penderin is so fruity, man. It's so, like... That's my recommendation. Out of the battle here, go for Penderin. It wasn't that pricey. In some ways, I view them as the underdog because they're the newest ones on the scene. I think they did a good job here. This is good. Yeah, victory or death. That's what we want. Yep. Let's get out of the aerodrome. This is the most distinctive taste that I've had. If you're new to all of this, if you don't, understand it, try this. This is good. This is tasty stuff. I like the rants, especially when it's done with alcohol. No, but what you guys don't understand is I don't like being mean. I don't like being dismissive of people. I don't like being aggressive or whatever. I don't like it. And I always regret it when it ends. I'm not going to do that. WP, can we get a new series on your main account called Whiskey Mysteries, where you just review different whiskey? Why is it a mystery? Is the mystery what it tastes like? Don't judge me too much. Don't worry, my friend. I will not judge you. We got space for one more person. Who wants to join, guys? One more. Join on our party, and we're going to play Victory or Death. I want to show you some stuff about Zhaitan, and I want to show you the potential it has to be a raid. What I would ask of the people in my party is when we get to the final fight, can you please not progress it too fast. The thing is, you say some awesome truths when you do rant. Yeah, I don't know. Here's a thing that I always think about, though. Crap. Oh my god. I'm a bit tipsy, guys. I keep forgetting things. Like, I forgot Hunger with Michael Fassbender earlier. Who am I thinking of right now? Oh, yeah. Okay. Like, I often think of... there's a comedian called Bill Burr. I'm sure a lot of you guys are familiar with Bill Burr. Bill Burr is an interesting guy in that he's very rounded. And he's a funny guy. But also a lot of his his thing is he tells like the home truths, and he rants a lot, and he talks about a lot of topics. He talks about a lot of, you know, big topics. He talks about, you know, sexism a lot is a very big, you know, he talks about the way men and women are different, and he talks about racism. He'll talk about a lot of heated things, and he'll talk about it in a very, you know, like, and Bill Burr is interesting because he himself seems to be very balanced with a lot of the things he says most of the time, but the audience he has cultivated, like, I like Bill Burr, but if you look at a single Bill Burr video on YouTube, a single one, it is full of the most misogynistic, bigoted, retarded, backwards-ass douchebags you will find on the internet. Bill Burr's audience are toxic, disgusting people generally. And I hate to generalize. I really do. A lot of those comments, it's like, at least within YouTube, let's narrow it to that. It's like really bad. Really, really, really bad. And I always think of that when I'm like getting particularly ranty and things, and I'm kind of scared. Like, seriously, go to any Bill Burr video, go to his podcast, look at the kind of crap people talk about. They talk about how his wife's a piece of shit and a horrible person, and they can't believe that he's with her, and all these like really grotesque things. They're horrible. They're horrible people.
The elder dragon awoke and pulled ore from its wreckage. Now Zaitan's minions infest this place. We must rise above them if we hope to confront the elder dragon.
Alright, and so we don't really care about this bit. Someone said, so what, you expect YouTube comments to be nice? I do. YouTube, oh no, I didn't actually have the audio on for you guys. I'm so sorry. I didn't have the audio on. Oh man, that sucks. I was letting you watch the thing. I turned the volume up and everything. I didn't have the audio on. That's my bad. What do you expect? Alright. No, the thing about YouTube comments, right? I do expect them to be nice. People can be nice. I am incredibly proud of my channel and all of you guys who watch me and sub to me and discuss things with me in YouTube, right? I'll get the occasional idiot that I cull out, right? And I hide their comments from the channel and I shadow ban them. A lot of people get shadow banned, right? But generally speaking, I think I have a really strong, positive, nice YouTube comment. I think people come out with informed discussion. I think people are really decent guys. I do not think there is anything fundamentally at fault with the YouTube platform. As long as you have a content creator that cares about cultivating proper comments, it's fine. I don't think that by default people should be excused. Oh, that you can be an asshole because you're just on YouTube. I'm genuinely very proud of my YouTube comments. You won't often hear me say, oh, YouTube comments are disgusting and terrible. I understand that most places on YouTube, they're bad. And the bigger videos get, the more toxic, horrible stuff there is. But usually that's disinterested or content creators who have other priorities that don't moderate their channels well enough. One of the recent features that YouTube actually added, guys, was the ability to assign other people as moderators for your YouTube channel. Similar to how you can assign mods on Twitch. So you can have people remove comments and approve comments and stuff like that. You can do that. And that's because they understand with a little bit of moderation that they can be perfectly fine. I've always moderated my own channel comments by hand. I don't think that there's anything inherently wrong with YouTube comments. But, I mean, yeah, I'll be honest. I think that, you know, I quite often watch a Bill Burr video and I'm like, oh, yeah, that was cool. I want to see what people are saying in the comments. And within 5 seconds, I'm like, I need to leave now. Like, seriously, within 5 seconds. Depends on the level of interaction the content creator has with his fan as well as how open he is with him. Fair enough, yeah. I mean, I don't think I'm anything special. I just think that I pay a little bit of attention to it. And I like reading my comments. I wouldn't be on YouTube if I didn't like reading my comments. I wouldn't be on there. I wouldn't. That's one of the most important things to me about this, about what I'm doing with my life. With my life, right? You have to get some enjoyment somewhere. And for me, I enjoy reading my comments. I enjoy what people have to say. I wouldn't enjoy it if I had those kinds of comments. Yeah, Vault is insane. Vault is really cool. I didn't even dodge. I'm not on Bounding Dodger, so I could have done that 10% higher. I could have had food on. I could have had banners. I could have had a lot of stuff. You can get way higher vaults than that. This is just like Zerk gear. Vault's insane. That's why some people actually run team fighting thieves in PvP that run stuff. Who do you want to kill next? Primordus, Jormag, or Krauka, and why? I want Jormag to die to Primordus. I want to kill Kraukatoric next. And then I want to ally with a Deep Sea Dragon to take down Primordus. That's what I want. I want Primordus to be the last to die. I want the Deep Sea Dragon to avoid our wrath. I want Kraukatoric to die next while as many Destiny's Edge members are still in the picture. That's what I want. Pretty happy with that, I think. So these poison fields do a lot of damage. Let's break his break bar. Oh, does his break bar not break? So I'm not a very good thief, by the way. I should be like dodging or doing auto chain, weakening strike or something. I don't know. Honest WP, best WP. I think I'm often honest. Sometimes I won't say stuff, but I'm honest. I don't outright lie to people. Steinman, I know Medical Pavilion is your mana, but you might want to... Wait, what is this? You watched the Bioshock Let's Play. The Bioshock Let's Play feels like a different person did it to me these days. I remember so little of that game or even my playthrough of it. I remember so little of the Bioshock Let's Play. I should sit down and watch that one day. I'd probably cringe at myself or something. I don't know. Maybe weird. So, why are we here, guys? Because we were talking about Cordicus and the impact of the Cordicus fight and how difficulty is bound to challenge. And I'm not really making a point. This has got nothing to do with the rant we did yesterday. It's got nothing to do with the comments yesterday. Seriously. I'm just saying, personally, I would love to see a Zhaitan fight reimagined as a raid. And I want to show you all the potential that the Zhaitan fight has as a raid. Now, the rest of the dungeon, all the stuff we're doing right now, I don't necessarily think should be a part of it. I think the entire raid wing could just be the Zhaitan fight, and that's what I'm going to try and drive home to you guys. Maybe an early encounter where we're on the airship, fine, but then the later ones I think could be the Zhaitan fight. I'd love to see that. What I want to see most is a Corteria overhaul where everyone gets a normal, proper revamp to Zhaitan. I'm going to stealth myself and then auto to knock him down and do more breakboard damage there. That's what I want to see first of all, but I also do want to see a raid version of it. I think it would be amazing. That guy got nuked so hard. And I'm going to show you guys the potential that this fight has as a raid encounter. All right, anyone who's beat Demos, anyone who's done Wing 4 right now will be well in the mood for this, right? And you'll understand what I'm talking about. Because it's got the makings there. It's got the assets there. It just needs the designers to swoop in and make what has already been built epic. Your favourite videos, the Guild Wars 1 playthroughs. Those are very silent. They're very old. I don't know whether that's the best content I ever made. Probably the most impressive as a gamer content I ever made, but whether that means it's the best content, I don't know. Anyway, we're going to go back to the pack cam now. E as Anise, you've thought that for a long time? I don't know whether I believe you there, Damon, because I didn't hear anyone saying that until this patch. Well, I heard a couple of people saying it, but it was not a very common thing. I think it's easy to say it now that this patch has come out. But to suggest that people have always believed it, well, I don't know. I'm going to be a bit skeptical on that one. Just a little bit. There we go. I'm going to play the audio for you now.
We're stuck. Someone has to stay behind to release the airship.
I'll do it.
No, Logan, we can't split up. Not this time.
Long ago, I failed all of you. I left you behind to fight. Now you need to leave me behind so you can carry the fight forward.
You don't have to do this.
Yes, I do. For all of you, and for myself.
Fine, but if you get yourself killed, I'll hound you into the mists.
Form up on me!
He had to stay behind. For all our sakes.
Alright, there we go. So we're now on the airship. Sweet. So Damon says he could support himself, but he doesn't want to out his Reddit username. Fair enough, man. I believe you.
We can't lose him. Not after.
I wonder how differently the actual Al-Lazarus would act compared to the imposter. What's your opinion? I think he would probably just slaughter everyone, wouldn't he? All you have to do is look at the way the actual Lazarus acted in Guild Wars 1 to see the personality shift that's happened here. I love that there's pathing here. So I think that there could be one encounter. If a raw story mode became a raid, I think there could be one encounter and it could be this bit, a defense on the airship. I think it would be a lot more than the cannons, by the way, because you've got 10 people. I think you'd have people defending Destiny's Edge, and I think you'd have people on the sides. And I think this giant sequence that we're about to do, I think that this would become a thing as well. And because this is so cinematic, this is very cool. I think that encounter 1 of any Aura story raid would be this. I think that'd be really, really epic. But aside from that, the rest would be the actual Zhaitan fight on the Glory of Tyria. And it would be 3 different encounters on the Glory of Tyria, all versus Zhaitan. And I'll show you what I mean there. You need story mode because you're a father of 24 full-time surgeon, volunteer at church 70 hours a week, and just can't find 5 more people for my Smallish guild. I died so many times on my Glass Thief and Arena and made Cordicus too hard that I am happy they listened to me, Kappa. Oh my god, man. People don't get me talking about it. I don't want to. I don't want to talk about it. Oh my god, people are copy pasting it. This is hilarious. Am I going to do a video about E's letters? I am. Ooh, E's letters are very interesting. I can't even discern a lot of the secrets behind E's letters right now. Seriously. This fight is so sad in the state it's in right now. Can someone start a Reddit thread backing this idea? A raid for Zhaitan. Justice Trahunter, listen. That would never get backing on Reddit. It would never. It's not going to do it. Some people, yes, but the majority of Reddit have made themselves clear that they want story modes and things. They're not happy with Saul, a side story, coming back in a raid. They will never be happy with Zhaitan getting its true... I don't know, because they've already got the easy mode, right? So, I don't know. I don't think that they would be happy. The only way in which this, a Zhaitan raid, becomes a thing, and you get that elation of killing Zhaitan, the same as when you killed Demos and whatever, the only way that this works is if it comes on the heels of a Core Tyria overhaul, in which the entire thing is sort of reintroduced and reimagined and redone. The only way. It's the only way. And while they're at it, in that Core Tyria overhaul, they can teach people how to play the game a bit better, and we'll get less kickback from stuff like the Cordicus fight that they did this patch. Oh, okay, I didn't dodge off. As Mo has said, they are spending man hours on new content, not going back over old content. Well done, Damon Wrath. That's absolutely true. That's absolutely true. They have shown that this is not a priority for them. I think it's a huge mistake to not be a priority for them. But yeah, they have shown that. They have, and you can't argue with that. They've made their call on it, and I'm willing to respect the decisions of the people that are there. I really am. You know, I can't with one breath say stick to your guns, ArenaNet, don't make a story mode, and then in the same breath say ArenaNet are stupid, they don't know what they're doing, blah blah blah. I feel like that's a bit weird. So you know what, like, if they're gonna stick to their guns, maybe let them stick to their guns. Do you know what I mean? And one of the cool comments in that thread was actually, you know, that is a respectable thing, right? That they stick to their guns, that they don't compromise the integrity of their vision immediately, like many other MMOs do.
Commander, you've made it! We need your help. We're landing troops in Ara and engaging Zhaitan's minions. Our transports and troops are getting shelled by enemy emplacements. We need someone to help clear a safe landing zone.
Someone said they can make an overhaul expansion like they did with WoW, Cataclysm. And do you know what's really funny as well? Cataclysm was released when the game was 4 years old. Guess what other game's 4 years old right now? Pretty interesting. But I mean, we've had one expansion. They'd had, what, 3? That was their 3rd one? Yeah, that voice acting is a bit funny there, actually. I agree. So what are the top features you still want for the game? The story and tour here at Tyria overhaul, and then what? A lot of the things I want for the game just won't happen for the game, like character bound masteries and stuff like that. So I don't know whether it's worth me going into. Build templates are up there. Region-based guilds, builds, gear, and specializations are up there. That's another big discussion we've had for a long time. I just saved my ass so hard there. What else? I don't know. A lot of the things I want for the game are very disagreeable from various perspectives. The World vs. World thing, where World vs. World becomes about leveling each season. Everyone goes back to level 1, has no gear. You earn it all within World vs. World. Bring the asymmetry back to World vs. World. Let it thrive on that, as it was always supposed to. That's one of the things I'd love to see for the game. That would get me playing World vs. World.
Kill them all.
There's a lot of tiny, stupid little pedantic changes I'd like to see for the game. Cataclysm came with no end game though. Right, and I mean, they don't have to mimic it to that extent.
Go ahead.
But,
Hit.
you know. There's 2. This could be an encounter, by the way. I mean, all of this has the makings of an encounter. You can see potential in all of this stuff. Whether they want to take it further, though, it's obviously a question. You remake level something that everyone has done and you don't offer end game. Yeah, I think that would be a mistake. Offering an expansion that does nothing but remake Corteria is a bad idea. You don't make people pay to fix the mistakes of your past. Fundamentally, I don't think that's a good idea.
You've chosen a terrible time to be.
I think there needs to be something for everyone with every patch.
Stagger
And that's
before
what winds me up
the
about this patch, right? This patch has something for everyone. It really does. It has something for everyone. And so it blows my mind that some of this chit-chat's going on. Did we miss throwing the orb in? Did we miss it? WoW was better in the release. I don't know how much of that's nostalgia goggles. A lot of people say Guild Wars was better in Guild Wars 1, and they're wrong. It was nostalgia goggles. And I sincerely do believe that. I think some people might look at me as a like some kind of Guild Wars 1 fanboy, or, you know, unfairly judgmental of Guild Wars 2 because I romanticize GW1 too much, stuff like that. I actually think that's untrue. I don't think Guild Wars 1 was a very great game. I really don't. Not by today's standards. By its own day's standards, yes, but that's not what's relevant. So somebody asked, WP, do you think the current model of the game is sustainable? Given their quarterly earnings, it doesn't strike me as so, but I blame the gem store on that. I blame the Tomes of Knowledge on that. I blame the absolute uselessness of 90% of the stuff here on that. And these are all reasons why I think mounts are going to come to the game. It's not that the game is bad. It's not that the developers are bad. It's not that they have bad ideas. It's not that their implementation is bad. It's that their monetization is bad. It's that they throw fucking Black Lion salvage kits at their dedicated players who do fractals every day. And Black Lions, why is that there? I mean, look, what is going on in the background here? Can you guys see this? What is this? Oh my god, this would not be a part of the raid. Oh my god, Jesus Christ. It's that they throw Tomes of Knowledge at people. It's that they're happy to just wantonly dismiss every part of Portal content they ever had. It's that they're introducing stuff like legendary armor, which is going to hit their outfit sales. It's that they've added too many dyes, and dyes are account bound instead of character bound. They hit sales of stuff like that. It's that they've made the bank too accessible in the there's a lot of stuff. Okay, there's a lot of reasons. Most of this shit people don't buy. It's worthy of its own, you know, 2 to 3 hour stream on its own. I think that the problems with Guild Wars 2's quarterly earning reports are squarely within this user interface panel here, not the actual quality of the game. And maybe also a little bit the marketing, their lack of, like, really epic cinematics and things. Like, Elder Scrolls Online is not that much older than Guild Wars 2, but it's had a huge influx of new players because of their really incredible Morrowind trailer that they just put out. And we sort of don't get that luxury here. As stupid as it is to advertise your game based on CGI footage that has no representation of the gameplay at all, as stupid as that is, and believe me, I know that's stupid, it still sells copies of your game. See, so there's Zephyr says there says, please no, account bound dies were the best thing ever to happen. This is an example of one of those things where you really don't want my opinion. Trust me, you don't want my opinion. If I took 20 Guild Wars 2 players and sat them down and said, should we go to character bound dies? 19 of them are going to say no. They're going to say, keep it account bound. Account bound's amazing. Only one person out of those 20 is going to say yes, and that one person's me. And you're well within your right to say that I'm stupid for it, but that is an opinion of mine. Ooh, my phone just went off. Right. It's an email. Yeah, the launch trailer was maybe a bit of a mistake, but you can't. I don't know. That's ancient history. You can't blame that on the problems of the game today. Maybe a little bit. Oh, no, I can't steal. I'm going to try and steal to heal there. I don't even know if this build's running mug. You would like a character bound dies, but only if they change to account bound again later. You've got tons of identified dies from that. Yeah, that was a pretty crazy patch. I remember when that happened, actually. That was wild. I have to say that any release relating to WoW is still, in a way, not comparable because WoW itself is an anomaly in the MMO market. Being the first popular MMO, it has its ball pushed rolling around and there's no stopping it. It feeds itself. Super popular games like WoW and Minecraft are applicable for normal reasons, why other certain decisions affect one market and others. I think that's a good point. But I don't think... well, I don't know. I can't comment on it because I don't play WoW. You're right. I shouldn't talk about Cataclysm. I don't know how good of an expansion it was, really. I know that it didn't sink the MMO, and I know that it didn't sink Blizzard, so it probably did some good. But there might be people out there that say, yeah, I quit WoW at Cataclysm, and that anecdotal example they've got there is enough to justify that Guild Wars 2 should never improve its multiplayer experience. What about official guild versus guild? Do you think we'll ever get something like that? No, I don't. I don't think the game needs to. Personal opinion of mine. I don't think it's interesting gameplay at all. I don't think that the balanced devs should be splitting their focus amongst 5v5 and 20v20. I don't think that 2020 is a good thing for them to ever focus on, even remotely. 5v5 is a clusterfuck to watch. You really think that 20v20 is going to be better? I don't think they should dissuade people who are in the community that enjoy doing that, and good job to them, right? Like, fair play to them. That's cool. You want to play 20v20? Play 20v20. That's awesome. But I don't think that they deserve first-party attention. Ever. 10 years from now, I don't think that they deserve it. No matter what state Guild Wars 2 gets to. Guild Wars 2's on its last legs. It's fully dying. They still don't. 20v20 is never going to be the place to prioritize, I don't think. Wow, man, better than ADs. That's why people got it for Legion. It lost half its population in Warlords of Draenor. Oh, you mean WoW was better? The game does not like you somersaulting around. I know, right? It's spazzing out hard. I think it's actually my camera. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is that's doing it. 3v3 would be interesting, yeah. Why not follow the ESO business model, having a gem store with the ability to get gems for gold and a kind of optional subscription that gives you access to the Living World content for as long as you have a subscription as well as some gems per month, maybe. I don't know. I don't think their business model fundamentally is wrong. I think that this is not working. A lot of this stuff here is not working. I still don't think, even after all the changes they've made, and they obviously know that it's not working, because look at the Black Lion changes that fairly consistently come in. I think that the Black Lion chests still aren't done that well. I think probably they're banking on mounts to be a huge saver for them. Again, like, think about it. We're getting exclusive gliders in Black Lion chests for brief periods of time. Imagine if that was a mount that you can't get anywhere else except gambling with keys, and they lower the drop rate just a little bit, and then mounts now. I'm telling you, that's a huge revenue stream. Everything else can be crap as soon as they do that. Which might be a reason why we see them rush themselves into the next expansion. That's kind of my layman I don't know, am I a layman on this topic? That's my very casual perspective on it right now. I'm gonna kill these things because they're gonna hurt us too much otherwise. Look at that triple kill, baby. So yeah, this sequence maybe could be a part of a raid or something. Defend the people on the cannons. I don't know whether the space is really viable for it though. All you're asking for is build templates. Yeah. There's a lot they can tie into that though. Cosmetic templates as well is another thing that change based on region. I think is very important. It helps the monetization of the game. In addition, those cinematics that WoW puts out always gets people hyped for the game. Someone give me the code 14 and tell me what whiskey I should drink. Ireland, Scotland, Wales, or Japan. Go. Let's have a little bit more before we close. But once we're done with this, guys, the stream will close. I feel really uneasy about this stream for some reason. I don't know why. Does key farming work if you do it in a party with others as well? Yeah, it works. I mean, key farming will have hurt them in the past as well. Obviously, the nerf to key farming was incredibly important and a justified change. People upset about the nerf to key farming didn't know what they were talking about, in my opinion. It was crazy to suggest that that was a good thing for the game. It's people living in like these little vacuums, these little, you know, pockets where they're like, oh yeah, I just want everything. It's like the game needs to earn a revenue. It needs to. It's a good thing that the key farm nerf happened to 1 per week. 14, Scotland. My man, Abyss Ghost comes in again. How are you getting such low latency to get that twice now in a row? How are you doing that? All right, Scotland. Oh my God, Scotland, really? I thought, oh God. I'm only gonna have a little bit of this. Neat, I'm gonna have this just without anything. Oh shit, okay, all right. I'm scared of this now. This whiskey that was put in a barrel when I was 10 years old and is now in my hand. There we go. Oh no, I was drinking. No. Oh, we get to use our skill 5. This is ridiculous. Oh, I should have held it down. Ah, get out of the poison. Kate, you are a legend. She's keeping me alive. This is crazy. I can't believe we're still killing these dragons, man. We can kill them in like one go. I'm going to be sick later. Maybe. It's just because I haven't eaten. By the way, mixing drinks. I mean, it's all whiskey. It's not like I'm mixing, you know, apple schnapps with vodka and stuff. What if I'm just drinking water and trolling you? Well, that's why I did the videos earlier, so that you'd know that, well, to an extent, you'd know I wasn't trolling you. I wanted you guys to, you know this is legit. I'll forget this stream ever happened. No, I won't. I'm unreasonably paranoid about it right now. When you get a Black Lion salvage kit, you click destroy. I know. Why are fractals giving people level ups as well? Why? Just drink lots of water. Again, I'm not going to sleep for another 4.5 hours. Ish. Probably longer than that. Alright, here we go. So, we're going to have to be quick about this because, obviously, it ends fast. Let me just talk to you about the idea. If Zhaitan became a raid, right? How epic would this be? How amazing would this be? Okay, I would suggest that you'd have a single encounter and then this happens. You get onto the Glory of Tyria. Look at the set pieces that they have set up for this, okay? There's so much space on the Glory of Tyria to do things. It would be like, just like the Soul fight, it would be kill a mob and defend at the same time. And you've got like, so encounter 2, okay? Encounter 2 is defending the cannon. So it's a defense event, all right? And it happens when you get onto the Glory of Tyria, all right? So for us, we're going to face roll our way through it. Easy mode. Here we go. Let's watch the cutscene.
Everyone onto the other ship!
Come on, you laggards! We don't have all day.
Logan, you're alive!
Did you think I was going to let you go up against Zhaitan alone?
Logan, I'm delighted to see you're well. I thought.
I know. I got out by the skin of my teeth and hopped a lift with this ship. It's a new design.
Impressive. I think this is just what we need to take down a dragon.
Everyone to your battle stations. We're going in.
Alright, here we go. Alright. So, I'm going to tell off the dialogue. So this is encounter 1. Watch. Hold out as the glory of Tyria tracks Zhaitan. Okay? And it's a defense event. You're going to see that they've got lots of different phases set up, right? And think about how you would spread your group, right? Because you've got all these areas that mobs could start attacking. But I just want to quickly go down here. We don't have dash on, so we're a little bit slower. But look at how huge this is. Look at the captains down here. Imagine if you've got a defense event where you have to defend all of these cannons. You see all of these? Well, the game is freaking out, man. I imagine if all of these you have to defend, and some of them will break and some of them won't. You have to devise the strategy, right? It's really hard. You have to find the right strategy that allows your group to stay alive while also keeping as many cannons alive as possible in prep for the rest of the fight, right? Like, each of these is a thing that the mobs will break, and you've got to keep them all going. Imagine this is a raid set piece. This is perfect. It's so cool, all right? So anyway, our job right now is to hold out, okay? And I would argue that this would be the second encounter, right? Or maybe it would all be one big-ass encounter or something, one really long fight. And the point is, it's like this strategic game. It's a bit like Bandit Fort, where you've got all these different resources in the air, and you have to decide which ones you use at which points. Look at all these cannons, right? Zhaitan fight, as it currently stands, skips that entire part of the game because they were rushed when they were making it. So we immediately go to this cutscene. This cutscene wouldn't proc until that first part of the fight is done, holding out until we track Zhaitan. And then the front of the ship blows up. Already your adrenaline is going. Already you're like, oh my god, it's getting going, right? And you're wondering, based on how you did in that phase, how the next phase will go, okay? So phase 2, defend the cannon, all right? Again, another defense event, but instead of it being on all of these, it can be fixated on this one thing here. You can look at this. Look at all the stuff. Imagine if this was a raid. This, like I said, is 1,000. All these black things, right? These can be like the black goops at Demos, where they expand as people stand in them and they take tons of damage. You've got other AoEs that can be going on. You've got different Risen that can be attacking from loads of different locations. You've got the cannon itself up here, right? And you can have like different areas that people have to defend, things that people have to interact with here, right? You can take so many different mechanics. You can have various fixated abominations that cannot die unless you drag them into various areas, right? There is so much potential for like a crazy epic raid in this fight. In this area. And look, all the cannons are made. All the assets really are there. They might have to make a few more, but Christ. All the different kinds of Risen that they could play with. I know that the raid team could work magic with this. They really could. Alright, anyway, so this is the next thing. Our version of the fight, face roll. This is easy mode. This is not epic. This is boring, right? But we're just going to stand here and defend Zojin. You've got to keep Zojin's health high. Maybe they can do stuff interacting with all the different members of Destiny's Edge. Maybe different members of Destiny's Edge give you different special action hotkeys, a bit like the chess game. The gorillas can do that thing that we saw with the Branded in the Shatter encounter, where they have that ability that knocks someone down that you cannot sunbreak, you cannot stab, you cannot do anything. The only way to get the gorilla off of you as he pounds into your face is to have other people break his break bar or kill him. They could make that a huge mechanic. Again, which is already implemented in the game, just needs to be tuned differently. These wells, yeah, can do something different. I mean, that's all really that the normal mode's got. We all know what raids do. We all know the amount of mechanics that are there. But this would be encounter 3, defending the cannon. This would be encounter 3, all right? And then finally, we've triggered this cutscene, right? And by the time this is like, oh my god, people are freaking out. It's like this amazing thing. Holy shit, Zhaitan's there. We're actually getting closer. World first Zhaitan on its way. All this kind of crazy stuff. All right. Do you know how amazing this fight would be? And we fire the cannon. We blow him up. And you know how Demos ends with that extra phase at the end where he grapples onto the side of the arena and it's like totally different? There's a moment where Zhaitan would explode a red arm out of himself, right? And he's all demonic and crazy. That should be the very end of the fight, right? The final 10% kind of thing. Just like we saw with Demos. That's not going to happen just yet, all right? There, again, look, that was a phase, by the way, that they just skipped. I don't know what was supposed to happen between those two cutscenes, but this fight was so rushed in 2012, they didn't even put that there. And now we're firing lots of different cannons or something. That could be expanded into a real raid encounter maybe there, right? A real part of the thing. And this is where he's going to explode his red stuff. We just skip, right? I mean, look how epic he is. You think Deimos is cool? You think that Matthias was cool? You think Zero or Sabbatha were cool? This guy is cool. There is a lot more here than what the people making the wings have managed to do. Look, and now this is out, all right? So yeah, my suggestion would be like maybe him on the tower is the very end, right? Maybe that's better. We're about to get to the pit where we spam skill 2. I mean, there is enough playable space here, right? And now this has been destroyed. Maybe in the earlier encounters, whatever this was is like some big thing that fundamentally helps you, provides like safe havens from nuke attacks or stuff like that. And in the final encounter, it's gone. And now you have to adapt because you're like, well, fuck, this thing's been broken, right? Like, I like the idea of the actual deterioration of the airship affecting the mechanics of the fight and freaking the players out. And now watch how Destiny's Edge have moved. They're no longer downstairs. They're no longer in different areas. They're all here with us. So just like how Saul has all these really potent abilities like banners and stuff, you can have Logan using potent abilities like creating sanctuaries for us to hide in at key moments. And Kaith giving people stealth so that they can interact with some other mechanic. You could do that, right? Look, we got an Eye of Zaitan here. Again, we're holding out. Maybe these keep... That's really weird. The skill 5 is being very, very odd. Actually, yeah, refreshers are, you're right. The finale wouldn't be on the airship. There's just... My point is, I've not got some crazy thing structured out in my mind already. What I'm saying is that there is so much potential for realistic, real encounters here. This would be a saucy raid. This would be amazing. This, as a raid, would spit in the face of videos like the one that the Yogscast did back in 2012, where everyone just laughed at Guild Wars 2 because it was some stupid, pathetic end of the game, right? Where there's nothing going on. This would redeem one of ArenaNet's biggest mistakes in the history of Guild Wars 2 to make this a raid. It would. Anyway, so we get to spam skill 2. Like assigning various players to certain cannons while the rest defend. This is a place where 10-man would actually be pretty beneficial, be a big benefit. Oh, we don't actually target him, do we? Shit. I can't believe Zaitan beat me. I had to get off quicker. My reactions are a bit slow, shall we say. No, I'm going to get hit here now. Man, maybe they don't need to add this as a raid, guys. Look, they're doing amazing already. I mean, it won't happen. Not as the game is currently structured. Not with the skill level of most players. Not with the perception of how difficult it is to complete raiding at the moment. How with the issues we have with legendary insights, with the issues that we have with gear checking third-party programs. It will not happen. People will not be happy with it. But those are the problems. Not the existence of the content itself. And again, as well, you've got cannons on the other side that you can get on, but the real fight, the fight we currently have doesn't even have any association with it. Imagine once the cannon phase is over, Zaitan drops, we land the airship. Yeah, I'll talk about that in a second. Oh, I can't stop to look at Twitch chat. I'm going to die if I do so. This is hard. Why have we lost 2 people, by the way? Did they crash out? When did we lose those? Were they EU people? Were we only 3-man the whole time? Anyway, look at this. This is disgusting. This is atrocious. Look, he's almost dead. Just let's remember this. Okay, and now watch. Zaitan falls. It's so clear that Khaled Bolg, Destiny's Edge, and all of us, we were meant to go to the bottom there. There's a point of interest on this map called Zaitan's Roost or whatever. No one in the game can get unless you fly hack, okay? There is that point of it, because clearly they had more of the fight that was originally going to be here, and it's not even that. That's the end, apparently. There you go. That's Zaitan dead. And we have confirmation of it because of, you know, Zaitan's tail and the Damned Priory. What? How sad is that, right? This should be the... Yeah, we're gonna go in there, guys. Hype! We beat Encounter 3. You were the guard. You DC just as we got to Zaitan. Yeah, I know what that bug is. It sucks. I'm sorry that you got hit with that. I get hit with that all the time.
The Elder Dragon is no more.
Bollocks, Air.
Succeeded, but only by coming together to fight a greater foe. You have shown the way. We and all of Tyria are in your debt.
Did you see how weird Air looked? And that's the end? I mean, talk about limp dick, right? Like, oh my god. So somebody just said there... Where are you? Somebody left a message. Where is that? Have we had so many messages I have to scroll up already in just like 2 seconds? Someone said don't make it a raid, just make it a part of the normal story, alright? I agree with you. Listen, the only way this will ever become a raid and the community will be happy with it being a raid is if it comes on the back of a core Tyria overhaul in which the core content, the regular version, is also improved. And what I would say is at the end, the way I would structure it is you'd have a patch that deliberately improves the Char stuff, then one for the Sylvari stuff, then one for the Asura stuff, then one for the Norn stuff, then one for the mid-game story and mid-game maps, and finally one for the end-game story and the end-game maps, all the ore stuff, and you'd have a big ore overhaul. What I would say is that when that last bit comes out, that not the fifth one, the 8th one comes out, when that comes out, that's when you improve the normal mode and at the same time you add an alternate raiding version. And there you'll actually basically hear me. I'm saying let's do a story mode and a thing. But that's because this is core story, not a side story. That's why I think I'm a bigger advocate for story mode there. I can't glide here, rip. That's why I'm a bigger advocate here, because this is core story. I think anywhere there's core story, you do need the 2 difficulty modes. That's the only way this would ever happen. But how cool would it be, honestly? Some of you guys watching me right now will really understand. It would be phenomenal. It would rival, you know, what people go on about. What is it, the Lich King? People, you know, love the whole Lich King thing with World of Warcraft. I don't know. I'm fine. Maybe I'm an elitist. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe my perspective's all off. We can agree to disagree. They're just opinions, right, guys? No. You want the entire Zhaitan fight to be a raid? How about you split Morgemorph style? Have the right group shoot it off the sky, and maybe you finish off Zhaitan in a personal story. I mean, there's a lot of different ways they can do it. I think that one of the hardest things to do is figuring out how to do the end bosses. Morgemorph, they tried to, like, do the cinematic thing in the open world and the mechanical thing in the personal story, and that even didn't work, so it's kind of weird. I see so much potential right here at this part of the game. Untapped potential. And I don't know whether we'll ever see it realized. I really don't. I mean, it's a shambles that this is what Guild Wars 2 ends with, the core story. It is. And giving everyone loads of tomes of knowledge and fractals and stuff just to hope people skip it, I think is a fairly... I don't know what the word is. It's not something I respect. Let me put it that way. I think their current method of dealing with this black mark, is not something I respect. Maybe it's easy for me to say, obviously, right? But yeah. Oh, that wasn't air, that was your party, mate. Oh, shit. Wow. Okay, yeah, I'm drunk. If I didn't even know that. They need to work better on scaling the maps. Well, look, if they remade all of it, then people could get to the end of the personal story understanding fixation and understanding what different gear sets do and understanding what dodging is and understanding what stability is and understanding all these things. And they would be in a more informed position, and that would help the devs make better balanced stuff in the living world going forwards, and it would allow people easier access into raiding content too. I think it solves a lot of issues with the game. Before that, they should bring back Living World Season 1 and make open world content into guild fractals. Actually, I think that they should core Tyria overhaul, and then the team that makes that, after they've done this Zhaitan stuff, after that, then they just go remake Season 1. I think that should come afterwards, and that bridges the gap, and then Season 2 and stuff is all good. And then when we look at this, everything's epic. Everything's actually implemented and epic, not just a history lesson. And then everything's epic, everything's epic, everything's epic. And then we got the next expansion. I think that'd be really cool if they did it that way. But yeah, I'm very much a broken record. I hope you guys enjoyed this whiskey stream. Let me finish this Tullamore. Sorry, the Penderin. I think. Oh no, we've got the Glengor in here. Here we go. Oh, fuck me. That was a big mouthful right there. That shit is like, oh, that is a very full flavor. Oh my god, my cheeks are going again. Basically, they need a team just like the raid team going about revamping old stuff. Right, like they've got 3 Living World teams, they've got a raid team. I think they should have a core Tyria team. And boy, I'd love to see what they could do. There are so many things. Yeah, there's no way this will ever happen. I agree with you, Cleavage Tenchi. I don't know. Not unless they start monetizing the rest of the game properly and all this other stuff. I don't know. I don't know. Again, let's end the stream on a sobering note, okay? Mo has come out and said we are focusing on touching up new content instead of revisiting old content. It's as simple as that. So we shall see. There you go. I just wanted to express with you why I'm excited about the idea of a Zhaitan raid. What I think there is, where I think there's opportunity, inspire you guys a little, you know, give a bit of food for thought, think about some stuff. Thanks very much for watching the stream, guys. And again, we're doing a guild mission, so definitely do check out our Discord. If you want to join the guild, I am accepting invites today because it's Monday, so I get to go through that. Thank you so much to everyone who donated either today or for this whiskey stream. This was really crazy and really weird and really wonderful. And maybe we'll do something similar in the future for some arbitrarily decided product you guys might deem. But there you go. I will see you all on the next stream at the start of the next week's. Much love to everybody. Again, I apologize for any arrogance or you know, if these rants have been a bit too heated for you. But we'll be back and we'll be checking out the story and we'll be checking out more of the new map and having some good fun times. I'm gonna host someone again. These higher viewership numbers when a patch comes out always are good. I wonder how long till it all wears away. Let's check out what we've got on the Guild Wars 2 scene right now, shall we? Don't disappear, guys. Bomb someone hard, potato them, and make them feel happy. Build up more streamers. Literally, we've got over 700 people. The next highest stream has 42. So that's pretty sad, isn't it? Let's go with a Lobby. Here you go. This guy has a face cam. He says Necro time. He's level 80. It looks like he's grinding to 80 in Edge of the Mists, which upsets me a bit. But he's got a face cam. He has 3 viewers. We're about to bomb him with 700. Be nice to him. I'll be in chat. Let's have some fun. Oh, yeah, we were supposed to do the lottery giveaway. Crap. Yeah, okay, all right. Let's do the lottery giveaway. Let's do the lottery giveaway. I'm wrong. We'll host that guy if he's still alive in a second. Let's do the lottery giveaway. Okay, hold on. This is a bad stream. Why did we make the lottery stream the giveaway stream? Okay, guys. If you want to win 679 gold, then now is your chance. Let's see here what we've got. I wish that I didn't keep taking damage here. This is ridiculous. So every time every stream we're running a lottery. The grand prize is 704 gold right now, or there's 704 gold to win. The grand prize is probably a little bit lower than that. Let me just check here. Spud lottery. The total ticket pool was over 1,000 gold we pulled. We're going to spend 300 of that on Black Lion skins to fund future giveaways. 700 is going to go to you guys. For third place, we're going to win 70G. For second place, 140. And for first, you're going to win 492. So lots and lots and lots of money to give away here, guys. Let's do the rolls, shall we? Let me check here. Drum roll. Sound effect. All right, here we go. So, the third place winner is... 1 second. Wait, where is it? Oh no, this is bad. Why can't I pull for the winner? Where's my option to pull for the winner? What? Am I messing this up? Rip. Why can't I... Is Twiki or anyone in chat? What have I done wrong here? Am I on the wrong thing? The lottery 1.2, right? That's what we're supposed to be on. The button to pull a winner is gone. This is very unfortunate. Data, format, insert. Let me check here. Guys, sorry about this. Let me just check on Twitch. Yeah, Flaganti, you... Well, no. Flaganti, you don't do it. Just tell me... Flaganti, throw me a message. Why am I not able to check this out? Why am I not able to close the lottery? Do I have to refresh it, maybe? I don't know why I wouldn't be able to. The extra scripting options aren't there. I am not in a state of mind to deal with this. This is bad. Read Discord. Alright, I'm going to Discord. Hold on. Let's check it. Alright, Flaganti. Yeah, Flaganti, I'm on that link, and it doesn't have... it doesn't have the option for me to close it. At all. It's not there. Oh, here we go. They just loaded. What? All right, okay, here we go, guys. We're going to close the lorry. All right. We're good. Okay, we're good. What? Why does it need permission? Why do I need to enter my password and stuff? This is weird. Is this a new thing? Yes, I want to close the lottery. All right, guys, here we go. So, the revealing the winners. Winner for the 3rd place is going to be Praxox. Praxox gets 70 gold. Praxos, 6129. So congratulations to you. You win a huge amount of money there. 100 gold. Hopefully you can do something awesome with that. And you can have fun. So, by the way, guys, if you want to get involved in the next lottery, all you have to do is check out the link that's in chat, okay? Lottery, and you can submit tickets for the next one. They go regularly. You don't actually have to be present at the stream to claim your reward, so that's pretty nice. That's an extra thing. Okay, so Praxos, you get 3rd place. You get 70G. Moving on to 2nd place, the winner of 140 gold. 140 gold. Is Blue Blob 1726. Blue Blob 1726. If you're around, congratulations. Many thanks to you. Congratulations for winning 140 gold. You were ticket number 280. And 1st place, the winner of almost 500 gold. Almost 500 gold. This winner is going to be very, very happy today. As much money as a single male can send for an entire week in Guild Wars 2. You're going to get... That's going to Jelly 4623. 4623, you're going to win 492 gold, 94 silver, my friend. Congratulations. There we go. One day we'll have a proper overlay and proper setup for this. Oh my god. So there you go. That's the lottery, guys. I will do proper overlays and things for this at some point. I just need to spend the time to actually figure it out. So yeah. Again, let's host this guy that I was talking about. Who was it? Is he still around? Did I copy and paste him earlier? I did. So thank you very much for watching, guys. That's the whiskey stream. That's some ranting. That's some good stuff. Hope you all have a wonderful day. Take care of yourselves. Have fun. Be nice to one another. And I will see you on Saturday. Catch you next time, guys.